Hey guys, this is a tutorial for Ved by Ritviz. The choreography was taught in a workshop that was conducted as a fundraiser for Black Lives Matters, and we had a good response, so here's a tutorial. The first half will be taught by me and the second half will be taken up by Annwesha. So let's jump into the first half. For the first half of the choreography, you will need a veil or a dupatta, which is preferably a chiffon or a soft silk material that's flowy. So let me show you how I hold the dupatta or the veil. So wrap it around your neck and make sure your hands are somewhere near your waist and your elbows pop out. So that should be the length that you hold, the width of the veil that you hold. And I usually use my three fingers, that's my middle finger, the index finger and the thumb. You can also use just two, whatever you're comfortable with. The first step, place your right foot in front of your left and your left hand stays on top and your right in the bottom and it forms a diagonal. So what you do in the start is place it above, and for the first 4 counts you bend down and your veil comes down. So 5, 6, 7 go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the next 4 counts, your footwork, place your right leg behind, your left leg behind, and then you place your left foot forward and your right. So you place both your feet together in the end. So from the top, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the next 4 counts, your hands go 1, 2. Make the veil flow. And for 3 and 4, just grab it. So what I did here was both my hands did an outer movement, an outer circle. So when you do an outer circle, you can grab your veil. So that's 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the butterfly position. So in your butterfly position, you go right shoulder, left shoulder. And for next 2 counts, you slide your right leg out, bring it back in, left leg out, bring it back in. So you do 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now when you do the 3 and 4, your right hand just open up your veil. So you see the crossing. So this side opens up on the next 2 counts. That's it. So let's go from the top. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So you entered in this position. Take your right hand, take it around your left, place it on the left shoulder. Take your left hand around your right and place it on the right shoulder. Now let me add the footwork for this. As you do the right hand over the left shoulder, you tend to place your left foot forward and right outward. Repeat the same thing the other way. So place your right foot forward and your left out. So let's go back. We're in this position. You place your left and right, right and left. So let's move on to the next step. What you do is you're in this position. So your footwork goes left, right together, right, left together. So you do that 4 times. And when you're doing this, your right hand is in this position. You make a circle. Yes. And you reach here. So at this moment, both your feet are together. Now, place your right behind, get your left together, and at the same time, take this behind. Take it behind. Take it back to its original position. So you go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. One tip, when you come forward, if you see I take my right hand a little ahead, sweep it back in and take it behind. So that makes it easier when you have to do it in faster pace. Here in the tutorial, let me add another version of this. So when you're in this position, you did 1 and 2. Let's try to continue it further and drop it here. So let's take it back. Now what I did here was place my left took my right together. At the same time, I did 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. This movement will take some practice, so you can practice it. Let's move on. For the next step, you're in this position. What you do is you place your left leg behind your right. Your left hand is on your right shoulder. Just grab it, come to this position, take your right over your left and take it behind. So from here, this is called framing. So what you do is use both the hands and create a frame. So you've created here, and what you do next is put your weight on the left foot, which is behind your right, and do a tuka. So you do 1, 2. For the next step, just bring it forward. The same way that you took it behind, just wrap your left over your right, bring it forward. So let's move forward, and for the next step, we are going back and repeating our second step. That is stepping your right foot behind first. So right, left, left and right. So you come back to butterfly position. And one more repeat step, that's right leg slide, and at the same time, alright, so that's your 6 counts. So what you do is 1, 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now, there's a new step, that's create a frame. So your left hand becomes a 90 degrees and your right hand becomes a 90 degree as well. But make sure you wrap your veil around your hands. And to do this, what enables you is keeping your hands straight, your palms straight. So just hold it straight and do not hold it lower. It has to be higher, because for the next step, which we call the tulip, you're going to be turning around. So what you do is turn over your left shoulder by using your right foot as a pivot, as a pointer, and the left leg remains a pivot. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. What we do next is just open up. So for opening up, just bend forward, bring both your hands together and open up. So once you've opened up, for the next step, what you do is jump on your right and place your left foot behind your right. So what you do is right and left. And as you do this, you're holding your veil this way. So for 1, just grab both, just bring both your palms together, grab the veil and throw it off. So that was 1 and 2. Alright? And then to come back to your position, step your left and just turn around. So going back to the step with the veil, what you do is jump on your right, grab the veil and throw it off. Place your left, turn around. Now, the next step is going to be a semi-classical step. It's not very classical, but let me show you. So what you do is you step your right foot outward and place your right hand over your left, making the lotus gesture. 1 and shuffle, that's keep your right together, step your left out, remains the same. Your right hand is over your left. And after you do this, what you do is just go inwards. So right now, my right is over my left, facing downward. And once you come upward, you're facing upward. Just wrap it around. And now, when you do this, just wrap it around and your right is below your left. Let me show you one more time. So we did 1 and 2. And this goes down, turn it around, and your right comes below your left. And for the next step, just step your right forward. Your left hand does the dola hasta in classical, which is just press it down. And your right hand can hold, basically wrap your index finger over your thumb. Just place it here and do a 1, 2, 3. Now let's do the choreo from the top with music. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 time I'll add the additional flip that I added as a complex step. Let's go for it.
Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for Ritviz. I'm gonna jump into the hip hop section. So Sindhu's last step was Ritviz, right? So what she did was she put her right leg in front of her left, and then these were her hands, and she did Ritviz, right? I'm gonna give you a boy alternative to this. You fist both your hands, make sure that you're making one line with it, and use 3 chest bumps. So Ritviz, right? Use strong back. Now, either way, whatever option you choose, the next step is similar for both. You're going to turn over your left shoulder and end up facing your right side. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to turn over your left shoulder, end up facing your right side, keep your palm on your upper thighs. Okay, once you reach here, you're going to do a squat. Imagine there is something, an imaginary chair that's here and you're trying to sit on it. So you use more of your hip. So you sit, right? Girls, what you can do here is a twerking move, which is a form of hip hop where you use your hips to accentuate the rhythm and the beat of the music. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 2 times. Boys, at the same time, you can use your chest pump to use the same kind of power, right? So you sit and you go 1, 2, right? The next step from this sitting position is you drop down, drop your right hand down and straighten your legs. So that, right? The other hand can remain on your waist, on your back. Just make sure it doesn't flail around. Just keep it behind. Right, so you sat down, 1, 2, and then drop. The next thing, girls, you can use your hair, just flip it up, right? Boys, you just go down, come up, right? I'm gonna finish one last step, so for the end of this section, and then we can go over it from the top. Take your right leg, place it forward so that you become even to the camera. At the same time, twist your hand and go over your head, right? So you're gonna go 1. You see how I moved my body this side so that there is space for my hand to come this side, right? So let's go from the top. Let's mark the steps. So we were here, you turn, you squat, you twerk, drop hand down, flip up and step. Okay, together. 5, 6. I'm gonna try to sing the song. Excuse my voice. I wish there were lyrics so I could just make some sense of the words, but let's try to do it on music while I sing and then we will move on to music. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, go. Ritviz, na 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 na. Catch. Let's try this on music really quick. Alright, I hope that was a little clear. If you are struggling with the pace, just wanted to remind you this is a video, so just at your convenience, go back and forth, repeat it as many times as you want, and I'm sure you'll get it. Right, so we're going to quickly move on to the next step. So we had finished this, right? Then there's this slight small step which I call prepping. You know, you're prepping for the next step. So it's basically not really a step, but you do it so that the next step comes easier, right? So you were here to your right side and you're going to quickly become like this tiny version of yourself. Move back to your left leg, right? So you move back to your left leg and become a tiny version of yourself, right? I'm just sitting. This is my side pose, right? I'm just sitting. So you did turn. This is a small step. It'll actually make sense of music. So you come down here and I'm going to move on to the next section, which is the most hip hop section of the whole thing. One quick thing over here is this step has been inspired by Poonam, Priyanka, Matt, Steffinetta. So we are here as a small version of ourselves. So what you're going to do with your hands is imagine a tree, right? You know how trees sway with wind. So you're going to keep your palms like this and then you're going to go towards your right, always towards your right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and down and up. What your legs do is they just go out and they continue the same thing all 4 times. We do the hands 8 times. 2 down, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, right? And your legs will do the same out in to complement your hands 8 times. So can we do this together? Come back to the small version of yourself and you're gonna go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Right? So can we do this from here? We stopped here. You become a small version of yourself and go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8. The next step happens to be my favorite from the whole routine. I believe it's Sindhu's favorite step too. The next thing you're going to do is, let's first learn the hands. You were here, cross both hands. While you cross both hands, as I keep saying, your legs will now complement your hand. So your legs will just close, right? So we were here, your hands will cross and your legs will close. Can we try that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay? Now from here, your hands will come to this position as if you're calling for something to bring to you. At the same time, your legs will complement it. So get on your left leg, pick up your right to kind of complement your hand, right? So we crossed and you lift. The next logical step is you are out of balance. So you're gonna keep your right leg down. At the same time, you bring your both hands down. So can we do 1, 2, 3 with legs, okay? Just the hands would be 1, 2, 3, right? Your legs would be close, lift, place. Can we do it together? 5, 6, 7, 8, close, lift, place. Very nice. The next section is gonna be your legs going out, in, out, in. So can we do cross, lift, place and just legs out, in together, okay? We were here. Remember we finished this 8. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, out, in. Excellent. One more time. We were here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross, lift, place, out, in. Excellent. What are you going to do with your hands when you do your legs out, in? Your hands are going to go up, down, open and be ready to hit. You're hitting the middle of your forearm of your right to the middle of your forearm on your left in the center at 90 degrees. Okay, so your hands are going to go up, down, open, in. At the same time, your legs are going to go out, in like jumping jacks. Can we just do this jumping jack section? What are your hands going to do? 5, 6, 7, go up, down, open, hit. What are your legs going to do? Out, in. Can we combine them both? Yes. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now can you combine cross, lift, place, 2, 3, 4. You can do it. Okay. 5, 6, 7, go. Cross, lift, place, out, in. Sorry, get it back in. We are going to do it from the sway part. So remember, let's mark the steps. We had stepped here. Become a small version of yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Can we do this part together? Now the music goes like, so we did Ritviz, na 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 twerk, na 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 up, na 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 step, na 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 na. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna move forward. That was the toughest part of the choreography, so you did it. We're gonna move forward. We are here. You're gonna step your left leg out. After you've closed the last one, step your left leg out and you're gonna do an outward roll, not in front of you. You're gonna do it on your left, pick it up on your right, come back to your right. Okay? So you were here, remember we closed our leg, right? So we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Step out on your left, roll, go on to your right. What are you gonna do now? Move back to your left. Take your hand, come back to your left and squat. Squat really nicely because only then the step will look good. So you squat and you do a thumka and you come back. Okay? So we did, and yeah, we closed here. You step out, roll towards your right, go back to your left, squat. Use your toe to get your hip up, sit back. Excellent. Boys, same thing. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. come back here, chest pump. Okay? So can we mark the steps really quickly and then I'll show you on music how it should be on beats. Okay, so we did tana tana ta, tana tana, na 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 na, roll roll roll, na 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 na. Amazing. Let's move on to the next section. I needed to do a little bit of hand gesture first before we attach it to the previous step. So get your hands this way, right? Get your thumb to join to your palm. And what we're going to do is imagine this Bollywood style dupatta, you know, you just like take it around your head. But it's imaginary because I don't have a dupatta. So you're going to take your right hand over your left side of the head and your left hand can follow. You know, this should come very naturally. And then what happens after that is you get your hand in your center and you do this. Okay, you pull them apart, but make sure your elbows don't fall. They need to be up here. So basically you're doing 1 and 2. Okay, you remember when we closed this and we stepped out, we are already displaced from our center towards the left side. So we stepped out to our left and we went to your left. Now we need to come back to the center. So we are going to use this step to come back to the center. This, I am already on my left side, so I need to move to the right. So we were in this position, you did a thumka and you came down. You're going to take this step to come back to your center. So 1, 2. Great, right? After this, I'm going to do some hand exercises with you to show you what comes next. So you were here. You remember there are 4 sections in your body, on your torso here. Left bottom, left top, and right bottom. These are the 4 sections you're going to travel with both your hands. This is slightly a tutting section, but we're going to do it in a very graceful manner. So imagine it's a fusion step. You were here. Okay, first thing I need you to do is take your right hand and rotate it this way. Don't touch it, but make sure that you've done this weird zigzag. I don't even know what the shape is, but you've done this and place it on your left bottom as much as you can. Right, so we were here and you're going to place it here. Excellent. Now you're going to move this. This is your left bottom. As I said, you're going to travel from left bottom to left top to right bottom. You're going to rotate both the palms and make it this and bring it to left top. Now where are you going to go? Right top, switch, and then right bottom, switch. Okay, let's do it again. We were here, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. We were here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, an easy modification for this is after you finish this, you're going to rotate it once and don't change your hands. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's completely okay, right? But let's try to do the flip. It actually looks pretty cool. Okay, so we did the dupatta, separate, and then tutting. Okay, but your legs also come handy with that. Remember that your legs, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So on 1 and on 3, your legs have movement. On 2 and 4, your legs don't have movement. So we had come back, right? We had done this dupatta section and come back. You're gonna again displace to the left side. So you do 1. As I said, 1 and 3 have movement, 2 and 4 don't. So 2, no leg movement. 3, leg movement. 4. Can we do this together? From here, 5, 6, 7, go, and 1, and close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. And you're gonna again displace to your left. How? You're just gonna place your leg out. At the same time, this is gonna do like this jalebi spiral motion. You're gonna take this and go 1 and 2. You're gonna take spirals to move to the left side. You can use your hips to actually accentuate this move. So you're gonna go 1 and 2, right? Very nice. So what did we do? We were here. So we did 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll and roll. Amazing. And then the music kind of changes after this. So it does na 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 4 times. So we're gonna do like this hold step and hold step to complement the music. We were here, right? So first one is you jump up, close your legs, and jump down, open your legs and look up, right? So the first thing would be na 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 na, right? So jump, jump, up. The next one is going to be, so we did jump, jump, up. You're still squatting. I don't mean you to stand up. Just lift your head. So where were we? We were here. Let's do this together. Jump, jump, up. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, up. See, I'm still squatting, right? The next step, you see my left hand is behind my back. The next step is you're gonna sway right, you're gonna sway left, and you're gonna turn. And end up at 45 degrees towards your left side. So basically you did na 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 lift, na na sway, sway, turn. Then you're gonna leave the next 2 beats. Na 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 leave, okay? And then you're gonna melt in your positions. How are you gonna melt? Girls, you can go melt, right? Boys, you can go melt. You can choose either. It's up to you. So we did jump, jump, up, na 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 turn, na 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 melt. You melt into the step. Na 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 dun 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 dun. So the music comes back. So you after you have melted or after you have melted, na 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 na. Don't do anything. The beat starts. Boys who have stopped like this can go na 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 or anything you want. This is like a freestyle section. Girls, the thing I do here is na 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 na. Again, you can do anything you want. Can we just do this? Na 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 up. Na 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 turn. Na 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 melt. Na 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 na. Okay? Actually, let's do from the top, right? From the dupatta section, open 1, 2, 3, 4, spiral and na 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 up. Okay? Let's do this. Where were we? We were here. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, spiral. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Awesome. We are done with the choreography. Let's quickly do this part on music. 5, 6, 7, go. A few closing comments on this tutorial to everybody who attended the workshop, which was for a big cause, Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much for all your donations. It is going to a very reputed organization. I will roll out the details for that very soon. And anybody who's watching this tutorial, thank you so much for investing your time. Please, please, please shoot a very quick cover. It doesn't have to be in the entire thing. It's okay if you send us just a part of it, but we would love to watch you. And last but not the least, thank you so much Live to Dance and Dipali for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much everybody and see you soon. Bye.